We live in a volatile and noisy world. Every day, hundreds, sometimes thousands of events unfold around us. Some are uplifting, others heavy enough to shake our spirit. Social media, the news, relationships, work life, each one tries to take a piece of us. In such times, the idea of remaining unaffected by these events might seem impossible. But it is possible, and what makes it possible is the philosophy of Stoicism. The Stoics taught that if you strengthen your inner world, you remain stable even when the outer world is in chaos. No words, no betrayal, no loss can truly break you because you've built yourself from within. This video will introduce you to 10 core principles of Stoic philosophy. As you absorb them, you'll begin to discover inner peace, strength, and emotional stability. The things that once affected you will slowly lose their power. Stoicism offers you a way to see light even in the darkest times. It helps you find a calm harbor within yourself amidst emotional storms. It gives you mindsets and principles that shift your power from reacting to events, to controlling your response to them. This philosophy teaches you that silence is not a weakness, it's a form of strength. Suppressing your anger is not a burden, it's a liberation. And knowing yourself, that's the greatest victory in life. Remember, these principles aren't just philosophical ideas. This is the art of living. And once you master this art, no criticism, no betrayal, no loss will be able to tear you down. So now let's dive in. What are these 10 Stoic principles that make you unshakable? If you're curious to know, all I ask is that you subscribe to my channel and listen to each principle carefully. If you're ready, let's begin. Principle 1. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." At first glance, this might seem simple, but within it lies the key to life. That's because much of our suffering comes when we cling to things we cannot control. You can't change the weather. You can't decide whether it rains, whether the wind blows, or whether the sun shines. But instead of getting frustrated by a rainy day, you can choose to carry on with patience and calm. True power lies not in changing the situation, but in changing your attitude. Likewise, you cannot control what others say, how they act, whether they understand you, or whether they value you. But you can control how you interpret their actions and how you choose to respond. And that is your freedom. Stoicism teaches that happiness isn't about making events go your way. It's about accepting them as they are. Your job isn't to control the outcome. It's to give your best effort. Because results belong to fate, but effort belongs to you. As you begin to let go of what you can't control, you'll feel a weight lift off your shoulders. Anger will be replaced by patience. Fear will be replaced by acceptance. And that's when you'll realize real power lies in mastering yourself, not the world. Principle 2. Never let your emotions control you. Emotions come and go. They're like the wind. Sometimes they cool you. Other times they chill you to the bone. But you are the tree. You are rooted. If you bend with every breeze, one day you will break. But if you stand firm, no storm can knock you down. To get angry over a single comment, to carry pain in your heart for days over a single look, to feel worthless after a single rejection, all of this weakens you. It drains your energy, your confidence, your identity. If you want to conquer life, first, you must conquer the control emotions have over you. The Stoics didn't say to deny emotions, but they also didn't say to serve them. They said observe them. When anger arises, take a step back. Say to yourself, this feeling is here. I'm experiencing it, but I am not this feeling. The moment you say that, you've already won, because you are no longer lost in the emotion. You have become the observer. This can be difficult. After all, as human beings, we break, we get hurt, we get excited, we feel fear. But remember, emotions are temporary. Your decisions are permanent. A decision made in anger will live on in regret. A word spoken in distrust can leave a wound that lasts for years. But staying calm never leads to regret. Great leaders, philosophers, and wise people, they were not emotionless. They simply did not surrender to their emotions, because they knew self-control is the first step to controlling the world. So recognize your emotions. Write them down, name them, observe them, but don't give them the power to control you. You control them. You should own your emotions, not be a prisoner to them. Memento mori is one of the most powerful and profound principles of Stoic philosophy. The third principle is precisely this: memento mori, remember that you must die. Death is a subject many avoid. Even mentioning it feels heavy. But for the Stoics, death was not a terrifying end. It was life's most important teacher. Marcus Aurelius said, "Death is on its way to meet you. So live this day as a human being." This idea is not just a warning. It's a wake-up call. Every morning when you open your eyes, remind yourself, today might be my last day. This thought isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to make you live. Because thinking about death doesn't push you away from life. On the contrary, it brings you back to it. You stop wasting time with empty people. You get tired of constantly proving yourself. You begin to see how meaningless it is to spend hours or days on petty grudges. Memento mori teaches you to reorder your priorities. You ask yourself, if today were my last day, what would I do? Who would I talk to? Who would I make time for? What wouldn't I get angry about? The answers can be shocking, sometimes guiding, but they always bring clarity. To remember death is to hold on to life. It means valuing every breath, truly living each moment, and approaching each day with gratitude. It means letting go of the past that weighs you down, easing the fears about the future, and embracing the power of the present moment, because only those who are aware of death truly begin to live. In the fourth Stoic principle, the focus is not on events, but on how you respond to them. The Stoic said, "You are not responsible for the events, you are responsible for your reactions." This is a simple principle, yet one that needs to be deeply understood. Because most of the hardships we face in life, injustices, losses, painful experiences, none of these truly change us from the inside. What changes us is how we respond to them. It's not the event that hurts you. It's the meaning you give to that event. It's not the person who angers you. It's your reaction to what they said. Every reaction reveals the power within you. When you feel emotionally shaken, pause and ask yourself, what does this mean to me? How is this shaping my life? Responding, rather than instantly reacting, is often more difficult, but it gives you strength. It's easy to get angry at someone, but holding back, staying calm, and even responding with humility, that is true strength. Your inner world should never be dependent on what others say or do. The Stoics explained it like this: if everything seems to be against you, it is not meant to defeat you, but to test the strength within you. Every challenge you face is just a trial, and you choose how to pass it. You cannot change what others say, feel, or think about you, but choosing your own reaction, that is entirely in your control. This principle offers you true freedom. The world may keep turning around you, but you remain steady at your center. And the more you recognize this inner stability, your greatest strength, which is self-mastery, the more you realize that no matter how much life opposes you, you can still move forward on your path. Fifth principle: do not depend on praise or criticism. Whether people like you or not, you remain the same person. External opinions, what the world thinks of you, none of that truly belongs to you. The Stoics were crystal clear on this. Real worth is measured by inner principles and moral character. There will be many moments in life when the praise or criticism of others will affect you. But the Stoics remind us not to be knocked down by these recurring waves. External opinions are ever-changing. They can shift daily. One person may admire you, another may treat you unfairly. If you measure yourself solely through the words of others, you will lose your confidence. One day applause may lift you into the sky, but the next day criticism may crush your spirit. True strength lies in acting according to your inner voice, not in being dependent on the opinions of others. It is crucial to understand this. Every individual must know themselves and measure their values, not through the eyes of others, but through their own honesty and ethics. The Stoic said, "You owe no one an explanation, and you need to prove yourself to no one. You must shape your life not in the eyes of others, but in the clarity of your own conscience. The truth is, even the highest praise from others doesn't make you a better person. Compliments only have a momentary effect. They can lift you briefly, but the value you give yourself must run deeper than that rise. Even if people say good things about you, never let your life depend on it. Otherwise, those praises will cloud your ability to discover your true worth. Your path forward should never be determined by what others say or think. The deeper your sense of inner value and self-belief, the stronger and more grounded you will become. Remember, others' opinions are merely perspectives. They have nothing to do with your actual worth. They only reflect how others see you. Your true worth is the value you give yourself. Never let your self-respect be shaped by what others think. What others believe should never define who you are. If someone shows you respect, it only reflects their nature. But don't distort your values based on what others say. Build your life upon inner foundational principles and draw your real strength from personal integrity. Sixth principle, appreciate the value of a short life. Seneca said, "Life is short, but we waste it on meaningless things." This is a powerful reminder to recognize how precious life is and to live it wisely. A deep understanding of life's brevity encourages you to focus on what truly matters. Time is your most valuable asset, and it must be respected. To focus means to choose what's truly important in life, and to give those things your energy and attention. The Stoics taught that every moment, every minute, should serve the purpose of life. Wasting time doesn't just waste your day, it fills your entire life with emptiness. People often get caught up in minor annoyances, dedicating hours to things that, in the long run, don't matter. The significance of something is measured by its lasting impact on you. If a situation that causes you stress, pain, or discomfort won't matter 5 years from now, then why spend even a moment on it now? It shouldn't matter now either. Every decision, every action, every thought must carry purpose, because life isn't long enough to waste even a second on things that don't truly matter. This is not just about realizing that life is short. It's about reflecting deeply on how to live it rightly. Seneca also said, "People wish to live a full lifetime before they die, but they never reflect on how much life they have already lived." These words reveal how important it is to truly appreciate the value of life. Every moment must be filled with purpose and directed toward what really matters. A few years from now, you won't even remember what worried or troubled you today. Pointless arguments, small resentments, meaningless words and thoughts, these will become burdens weighing down your life. Avoid them. Focus on your true purpose. A short life makes each moment even more precious. Direct your life only toward what matters. Spend your time and energy carefully, because the person who understands the value of the moment lives each of them as a meaningful and beautiful piece of life. Seventh principle, forgive the mistakes of others. People will make mistakes. It's inevitable. Everyone errs. Everyone takes wrong turns from time to time. It's part of being human. We learn and grow from our mistakes, but sometimes we choose the wrong path. Accepting this and showing compassion toward the mistakes of others is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius said, "People do wrong because they don't know any better." This helps us understand that many who make mistakes do not intend harm, but act out of ignorance or misunderstanding. A person's error does not define their character or worth. Everyone stumbles along their path, but how you respond to them reveals your own inner strength and compassion. Forgiving others' mistakes is in fact a sign of respect for yourself, because forgiveness not only frees them, it frees you. It clears the poison from the heart. It softens anger and reduces resentment. Every person will face a moment in life when they must forgive someone else's mistake. According to the Stoics, knowing how to handle that moment is one of life's greatest lessons. Forgiveness is not just a virtue, it's a path that makes life lighter for you. Holding on to anger and hatred towards someone is only wounding your own soul. Forgiveness brings inner peace and calm. Sometimes when people make mistakes, we fail to understand them or properly evaluate their intentions. But forgiving others is essential for our own growth. Those who err may not even realize their faults, and that reflects their inner world. Showing forgiveness and understanding helps release your own thoughts and emotions. To forgive is to let go of the burdens of the past and move toward the future with a clearer vision. Every mistake we encounter in life can be seen as a test and a lesson. Forgiveness allows you to truly absorb those lessons and grants you a deeper form of inner wealth. Eighth principle, do not be afraid of being alone. A person who finds inner stillness sees solitude not as a curse, but as an opportunity. To be alone is a chance to reflect, to listen to your soul, and to discover the truth within yourself. In our fast-paced and constantly moving world, being alone is often seen as something scary. However, in Stoic philosophy, solitude is not just a condition, it is a path to self-knowledge. If you fear being alone, then you may never truly know yourself in depth. Silence and solitude are your greatest opportunities to uncover truth within. The Stoics taught that in silence, thoughts are purified and the meaning and purpose of life become clearer. If you are always trying to listen to the world, you will never have the time to listen to yourself. Being alone is the most powerful opportunity to hear not the voices of others, but only your own inner voice. A person who listens only to the opinions and influences of others will eventually lose their individuality. To discover the soul within and to be honest with yourself, you must sometimes be alone. Solitude is a moment to find the truest version of yourself. The Stoics saw solitude as an essential means of self-discovery. Every person carries a deep world within them. Understanding that world, confronting oneself, and encountering uncommon thoughts are all crucial steps for inner growth. Fearing solitude is like refusing to discover your inner strength. It is a natural fear humans feel toward being alone. But remember, solitude is the greatest opportunity to evolve and find truth in stillness. The Stoics who embraced this principle sought to know themselves, to recognize both their strengths and weaknesses. Being alone is a kind of internal battle, but the peace and clarity gained at the end of that battle become your greatest treasure in life, finding yourself. Ninth principle, the less you desire, the less you suffer. Constantly wanting more brings anxiety. People strive endlessly for more wealth, more status, more attention. But amid these endless desires and demands, the heart becomes restless and the mind overwhelmed. Stoic philosophy offers the opposite. Free yourself by reducing your needs. A simple life doesn't just mean having fewer possessions. It means reducing your wants and expectations. In truth, wanting too much creates emptiness and restlessness within. The Stoics taught that to live without needing what you desire leads to true freedom and inner peace. Because when you feel you need everything, the fear of losing those things begins to control you. The more you desire, the more you worry. Each new desire brings a new burden. Every craving becomes a potential source of pain. When we fail to evaluate the importance of our desires, they trap us in a life of needless struggle. A simple life brings a peaceful mind. People often complicate life by constantly battling to acquire things. But simple living means letting go of many things and, through needing less, gaining much more inner peace, stillness, and contentment. Reducing your wants and needs liberates you from many burdens. Life becomes more meaningful when you let go of what once seemed essential. Having enough is more valuable than endlessly chasing more. Simplicity brings clarity and beauty to life. The less you desire, the less worry you carry, because everything you truly need is already within you. Moreover, constantly wanting more creates a life controlled by external forces. In contrast, a simple lifestyle allows you to move forward by your own inner choices and values. The Stoics said, "Live simply, for in simplicity you will find the greatest wealth." Finally, the 10th principle. Every hardship is an opportunity. Every problem is a lesson. Every loss a chance for growth. Instead of surrendering in the face of challenges and obstacles, recognizing them as opportunities to grow stronger is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy. Hardships are not the only things we encounter in life. they are also our greatest teachers. Epictetus said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." These words reveal that challenges are part of life, and how we respond to them determines our growth. Many people, when faced with difficulties, view them as the end. But for Stoics, every hardship is a new lesson and experience. These difficulties are placed in our path to test our strength and teach us something new. Don't fear failure, use it. Failures sharpen realism and build perseverance. Each time you face adversity, it shows you what to do next and which direction to take. Failure isn't simply failure. It is, in fact, a step toward success. Difficulties are natural obstacles in the flow of life. As you overcome them, you enhance both your inner strength and your ability to adapt to the external world. Every hardship is a new beginning. Failures are not just moments of defeat. They are arenas of learning and experience. The Stoics viewed each challenge as a test presented by life. Instead of giving up in the face of difficulty, they learned to use it. Every hardship is also a chance to become a better person. Loss creates the foundation for renewal and growth. No matter what you lose, remember, every loss gives you an opportunity to rebuild. Life is never perfect, but every difficulty brings you one step closer to perfection. Use these challenges to grow stronger, to improve yourself, and to succeed. These 10 Stoic principles are not just ideas. They are a shield that frees you from the influence of the outside world, and a compass that points you inward. They will help you remain calm and steady even in the midst of life's storms. Noisy headlines, unexpected changes, the opinions of others, these are all passing winds, but your inner stability is the true barrier against these winds. Remember them every day. Before going to bed, ask yourself, which principle did I live today? Which one did I stumble on? These questions will polish your soul and turn you not just into a stronger person, but a wise one. Never forget, true strength is hidden in stillness. It's not the one who shouts, but the one who stands silently, who endures. True mastery is the ability to control your emotions, desires, and reactions. And for the person who can do that, no storm is destructive, because within, the sky is always calm. These principles won't just teach you how to live, they'll teach you how to live deeply. And as you walk this path, you will begin to realize it's not the things that anger, scare, or worry you that change, you change. And that change is the true freedom. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.